The mountain that waited for no one. Let me tell you a story that might change the way you look at your own life. A story about time, choices, and the courage to move forward even when you don't feel ready. There was once a young man named Elias. Everyone said he had a potential. That word we use when someone could be great, but isn't doing it yet. Elias dreamed of climbing the tallest mountain in his country. Not for fame, not for glory, but because he wanted to prove to himself that he could finish something he started. Every day, he looked at that mountain from his window. It was huge, intimidating, silent. And every day he said, "Tomorrow, I will begin tomorrow." But tomorrow never came. Something always got in the way. A small distraction, a little delay, 5 more minutes on the phone, a tiny excuse disguised as self-comfort. And the mountain waited, tall, unmoving, unbothered. One day, Elias went to visit an old guide, a man known for taking people up the mountain. When Elias told him his dream, the old man simply nodded and said, "If you truly want to climb it, start walking." Elias replied, "But I'm not ready yet. I don't have the right tools. I'm not prepared. What if I fail?" The old guide smiled gently and said something that would change Elias's life forever. "Son, the mountain will not become smaller, but your legs will become stronger, only if you begin." Elias froze, because those words were not about mountain, they were about life. The next morning, he finally started, not with confidence, but with fear in his heart and sweat in his palms. The first day was hard. The second day was harder. By the third day, he wanted to quit. But here is the truth about big dreams. They don't get easier, you get stronger. Every step made his legs burn. His back ached. His breast trembled. He slipped. He stumbled. He doubted himself. But he kept walking, one hard step at a time. Then one morning, something strange happened. He looked behind him and saw the place he used to stand, far, far below. And for the first time in his life, he said to himself, "I am really doing it." That was the moment he realized the climb wasn't just changing his location, it was changing him. When Elias finally reached the top, there was no applause, no crowd, no celebration. Just silence, cold air, and the breathtaking view of a world he never knew he could reach. He cried, not because the journey was over, but because he almost never began. He whispered to himself, "If I had waited until I was ready, I would still be at the bottom." My friend, your mountain, your dream, your goal, your better life is waiting for you. But it will not shrink for your fear. It will not totten for your excuses. It will not fall for your comfort. The only thing that will change is you, the moment you start moving. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be confident. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start walking. Because the mountain will wait for no one, but it will honor the one who climbs. So today, ask yourself, what mountains have you been staring at? And more importantly, when will you take your first step? Your future self is watching, hoping, begging for you to start. Start today, start now, start with fear, start with shaking hands, but start. because greatness lives on the other side of the first step.